Hey, what is up, everybody? It's Gristle. I'm here to talk about the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes trailer that hit today. I'm excited for this movie. I loved Rise of the Planet of the Apes. The only unfortunate part is, there's none of the cast coming back except for Andy Serkis, who plays Caesar, and he played Gollum in the Lord of the Rings movies. But and plus they got a different director, but they got the same, returning writers. I think his name's Rick Jaffa and Amanda Silver are coming back as the screenwriters. So it'll have the same kind of feel to storyline. I'm just hoping, and it kind of, from the images in the movie, it looks like it looks pretty similar too. So I'm hoping this new director can pick up the story and continue on with the greatness that the first movie had. But, a lot of people, I saw some other people who reviewed this, and they were saying, they were bummed out because they didn't see, much of the apes in this trailer. You saw more of the human side. But, you got to think, this is just the teaser trailer for one. And for two, I think you saw quite a bit. Maybe not visually seeing the apes, but you see a lot of the apes in this trailer. And I'll tell you what I mean in a second. It starts off with, Gary Oldman. He's talking to, looks like a bunch of refugees in a abandoned warehouse. And he's talking about how long it's been. He's like, it's been 4 years, that they spent fighting the virus, and then 4 years for fighting, for their lives, I believe he said, or something to that fact. So it's been almost a decade since all this shit went down, like the Golden Gate Bridge fight happened in the last movie. And so 10 years have passed, and you really see that in a lot of this imagery, because you see there's one part where you see this old gas station, a 76 gas station, and it's just overgrown with everything. And if you think about it, if you just let stuff go for 10 years, it don't sound like a long amount of time, but it really is. And if you just leave it go, that's how it's gonna look. And so I thought that was really cool. And then you see, this is what I'm talking about, when you see the apes without actually seeing them on screen. There's a part where you see the new main character. I think it's the character that Jason Clarke plays. I can't remember if it was him or not now that I think of it. But I think it was Jason Clarke's character, and he was walking through this gateway. And it was it had to be the apes' stronghold, their fortress that they built, because it was really primitive looking, just built out of big ass trees tied together and everything like that. But it was, even though it was primitive looking, it looked real, like you needed architectural integrity in order to be building this. So for that, it shows that the apes have really evolved and really have moved on. They built a fortress, and then this guy comes into the fortress, and he yells into the woods, it looks like, and he's like, "I need to speak to Caesar." And that's when you see it. You see Caesar's face for the first time, and it's just like, oh shit, here we go, because he's got war paint on. He's got, his eyes are just he's ready to go. And then it starts backing up, and you're like, this ominous music really starts playing, and you're just like, oh shit, what's going down. And you see, in the background, you're starting to see more apes behind him. Then you notice when it gets all the way back, he's got a walking stick, and he's got his hand up, it reminded me Mel Gibson in Braveheart, when he's just like, hold. It was kind of like that, because right at the end, he drops his hand, and then all the apes jump down. And that's where the trailer cuts off, and it's just like, holy shit, I cannot wait. It's all the way in July of next year. That's so long from now. But it gets you going. It's the teaser trailer. A lot of people, like I said, were saying that they were bummed they didn't see more of the apes, but I think it was okay. I think it was all right. So, what do you think of the trailer? Let me know down below. Let me know if you're excited. Were you a fan of the first Rise of the Planet of the Apes? I was. And are you bummed that most of the cast isn't coming back? Let me know all that down below. And I will talk to you guys later. Love y'all. Peace.